What's up, beautiful people? Thank you for tuning in. Today's message, guys, if you deal with anxiety disorder or any issue with your mental health, is to not give up. Don't lose hope. I know things can feel hopeless. I know how it feels when you feel like you're trying and things don't seem to be getting better. You're not getting the results that you want, or it's not happening as fast as you want it. Don't give up. And whenever I say don't give up, that's a very broad category, right? Or subject. I mean, it can mean anything from giving up on your life in general or cutting your life short. I beg you not to do that. You never know what tomorrow is going to bring, what new opportunity could pop up. There are likely people in your life that need you and love you very much. And things can still get better for you. And if you haven't seeked help for that particular issue or part of giving up, please, I beg you to reach out to somebody. But it also can mean giving up on your routine or your diet or your exercise program or your meditation, or you give up trying to be consistent with exposure because it just seems to be too hard and you're getting your butt kicked every time you go out. Guys, some of you are so close. And I'm not just talking about recovery. Some of you are so close to a major breakthrough that is going to, really help you gain momentum. I think about some of the biggest breakthroughs that I had throughout my anxiety journey, and there's quite a few of them. Right before I had that breakthrough, I felt like I was ready to just give up on what I was doing at that time, right? It just would be overwhelming. The symptoms would just be so overbearing that I just wanted to go to my little bubble and be there. Now, guys, that's the thing. Like, by giving up, we think that we are, somewhat living a life or whatever. Guys are still miserable in that bubble. I was still miserable in that bubble. So if I stopped trying to do my exposure, and I'd stay home more, or I just wouldn't do that thing that triggered my anxiety, sure, maybe I wasn't having as many panic attacks, but I still was missing out on that thing in my life, whether it be driving or getting back to work or being in social situations or exercising. So I started to avoid those things, and that was me giving up. So I did give up a whole lot, you know what I mean, throughout my anxiety journey. But luckily I was able to get the courage to get back after it and to keep trying, because ultimately I wanted to recover. I wanted to get my life back. There weren't a lot of people like me making videos rooting me on either. So hopefully, this can mean something to you. If you're so close to quitting, if you're so close to just ditching that new diet that you've been working hard at, ditching that exercise program because you're just exhausted and tired and it seems to trigger you. If you're thinking about quitting your job, if you're thinking about not getting in the vehicle tomorrow to do your exposure because yesterday was hard, guys, from the bottom of my heart, don't give up. Keep pushing. And like I said, you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. You know what I mean? Like, for some of you, that could be a major breakthrough. I was in a very, very, very dark place whenever I had my breakthrough with exercise. I was even down to right before I decided to go out there and do it. I was about to just go back to the ER, go back to the ER, for the upteenth time. And I put my foot down and I was just like, you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm going to go out and I'm going to run. And, and I felt like that was a huge risk because I thought there was something wrong with my heart, but I went out there and I did it, whenever I usually wouldn't. And I made myself do it. I broke through that barrier finally, and I was able finally to accept that there was nothing wrong with my heart, because I felt better after running, than what I felt whenever I was sitting on my bed in panic. My heart rate actually went down after jogging. And from that day on, I was able to use exercise to my advantage, and I was able to prove to myself daily that my heart was healthy and that my body was healthy. And it really, really helped me through the second half of my anxiety journey. I still went through different health anxiety spells where I was worried about certain diseases or cancer, but exercise really helped me then too. It helped to let me know, like, okay, this probably is anxiety, So it was just a beautiful part of my journey, and it was a great breakthrough. But I was in a really dark place right before then, and if I didn't make that choice, who knows, maybe things would have continued to get worse, which they were getting worse by the freaking day. Things were getting darker, and if I hadn't made that choice and I just gave in, or I guess in this case, for the sake of this video, I'd given up and just stayed in my comfort zone or went to the ER, who knows how much longer it would have taken me to get to a point to where I was going to stand up for myself and exercise. You see what I mean? So you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. You never know what later on today is going to bring. Always be there for the opportunities that you have, right? But please, guys, just don't give up. Keep pushing. This thing takes a long time. You got to think months instead of days or weeks. But I'm proud of you for how far you've come. A lot of you that are watching this video, maybe you're being hard on yourself today, like I was. I was super critical, no matter how far I'd come. But just look back and see where you are today. A lot of you are in better situations than where you were weeks or months or even years ago, and you are getting better. Sometimes this thing just happens so slowly, it's hard to, recognize results sometimes. Sometimes we have to look back months to see, wow, I am in a different place today than where I was months ago. But my panic attacks don't happen as much in the vehicle, but we just tend to focus on the symptom that we have now, or the panic attacks that we have now, or just the struggle that we have now. I think that's human nature. But look back on how far you've come and show gratitude for the journey and the progress that you've made. Some of you guys have learned so many lessons so far along the way. You've gained a lot of blessings in disguise, and trust me, they wear a good disguise, but there are blessings. Some of you are changing the way that you live, which is necessary for us to get past this. Some of you have quit bad things. Some of you have started new great things. It'll teach us to be more patient. It'll teach us to be resilient. It'll teach us to embrace being uncomfortable. It'll teach us to be more gracious, to have more gratitude. It'll teach us to be present. But I love you all, and just please, keep fighting, and don't let a hard day just derail everything. Don't let a bad day derail everything and stop you from accomplishing what you're going to eventually accomplish. You got to believe 100% that you're going to get through this, and I believe you, because trust me, guys, if I got through this, I know you can too. Mine was just freaking god awful. It was really terrible. And guys, I want you to go down below in the comment section right now, and I want you to put in all caps, I will not give up. I will not give up. But if you want that extra push, if you want some extra help with your recovery, please give my Course Elite Anxiety Bootcamp a shot. It's helped so many other people that have given it a shot. It's going to walk you through the process, right? It's going to take you step by step on how I was able to get past my panic attacks, my health anxiety, my generalized anxiety disorder. You can see everything that's packed into it. It's close to 100 videos, and you're going to get a lot of other additional downloadables and tools, and my ebooks in there as well to help push you along the way. But I also have coaching information. If you want to get on a phone call with me, you just shoot me an email. I'll send that to you. There's some Facebook groups, guys. There's my Instagram, just some other social media stuff down there. Check out the description. Tons of information down there. And leave a comment, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you got some value. And until next time, keep fighting. And remember, don't give up.